Hey, what's up, guys? So why did the market sell off on June 28th of 2022? So I'm going to go ahead and keep it simple, right? So first and foremost, let me go ahead and give you guys an explanation of the ES1, right? So the ES1 is essentially, the E-mini contracts for if you do trade futures for the S&P. So basically follows basically the movement of the S&P, right? So for the most part, a lot of you guys do know it as SPY as well. Same theories apply, same levels apply. My bounce regions and everything else does apply for SPY. So for the most part, I want to keep it simple, right? Yesterday we did get a rejection right here at this point at the 39.50 zone, and we pulled back to this Monday low region right here, and we're able to trade between these zones, right? I did have a long position above the 30, and I did capitalize for a 10-point movement for those of you guys who do trade futures. But for this particular trade that I took today when the market sold off, I did place a put option on it. But for the most part, it was this Monday low level here, right? This is the 1 hour time frame, right? I do use macro versus micro levels. I use my macro levels more in conjunction with my micro levels, and I switch off, time frames to be able to, catch a pretty good move, right? You're an analyst and you're trying to catch the implied move before anyone else is, right? So for the most part, I was analyzing this Monday low level, right? As you guys could see, we kind of pumped here to this 3920 area. We reversed here, right? And then we were able to, break out of this area here. And again, we reversed here. And again, we kind of like trapped some buyers here. And again, we came back here. And ultimately, we did break out of this zone here today. But ultimately, we did get a pullback here at this zone, right? But I told myself I wasn't going to trade in between this zone, right? I just wanted to take a long here, get my 10 points for the day, and I was done, right? So for the most part, this Monday low level right here, which is the 3892 area, was really big on watch today, right? As you guys could see, and if we do zoom in here at this area right here, right? We had a solid, red candlestick on the 1 hour time frame built up and go past this level, right? And ultimately what I was looking for also was that the MACDs did shift over towards negative traction, right? Anything above this is positive traction, anything below this, the zero, is negative traction. We had our 26-day crossover our 12-day, and again, that I use this oscillator to be able to, confirm my trade and confirm this red candlestick buildup, right? And I did take puts, and I did capitalize on, taking my profits more here in this area, the 3850 area, right? I want to see how price reacts because I usually hate trading, when there's, starting to, there's no more strength, meaning that this candlestick kind of like took out the strength of the selling presence, this amount of volume that came in here. Again, I don't like trading in between these zones right here, right? Which is right here, this 3892 level, and again, this 3808 level. So ultimately, these zones I hate trading in between, right? But ultimately, I do have, I am going to switch over back to long, or I'm going to find a potential entry for a calls for those of you guys who do trade options to be able to position yourself at 3808. 3808 will ultimately determine if the market will continue selling off or if we are going to find a bounce here. We do have Federal Reserve Chairman speaking tomorrow, so ultimately should be pretty interesting to see how price action develops tomorrow. Ultimately, another, I like to trade based off confluence, right? I like to get hints. I don't just solely rely on this, right? So my confluence was the VXX, and for those of you guys who don't know what the VXX is, kind of like, your volatility indicator. Kind of tells you, when this goes up, tells you fears coming in. When it goes down, fears dying down. For the most part, ultimately what made me, get confident on, being able to position myself was, the buildup of this green candlestick on the 1 hour time frame. And as you guys can see, it kind of like, made a top here. And again, it just made a decision point here, right? Where, it kind of didn't know how to react to price, right? It was in mid zones of the 22.88. So again, that is a key level that I am watching for tomorrow, the 22.88. Gonna see if we hold that level tomorrow for a continued sell off, or if we break below that level to see if we, can catch a potential bounce in the market. But ultimately, I like to keep trading simple. For more tips and strategies, you guys could, obviously follow my YouTube shorts. You guys could also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is The Wall Street Goat. There are several impersonation pages. Please, follow the correct one. And as you guys may know, I do live trade every morning. If you guys are interested in learning how to trade, we do have a live academic program. It's more like a boot camp, and we kind of been shaping traders since 2020. Remember, trading is, it's a lot of screen time involved, and execution should be able to, it involves the patience, right? Like not being able to, trade this, but be patient enough to trade here, right? Yeah, there'll be at times that you get opportunities to trade, in between here zones, but we have to get, the confirmation, and, we trade based off volume, right? Because again, we're day traders, and we're just looking for a quick move. But yeah, guys, hope this video was very informative onto why the market sold off today. For more tips and strategies, you guys could go ahead, like I mentioned, follow me on Instagram.